very upset puppy right there. I don't think he likes me walking through his alley. I don't think that puppy right there likes me walking through his alley either. First step of the day, drop the dually off down at Isaac down at Napa here in town. Rebuilding the entire front end, new wheel bearings, upper lower ball joints, new U-joint, knuckles, don't call them U-joints because that could be where the ball joints go. New knuckles, both sides, front end. We're going to throw a new starter in it too. Basically the dually needs to be done. She's been sitting long enough. The kids want to use it Saturday for prom. So I figured we better get her up and going and make her safe to go down the highway, because right now it's not. The plan today is we are going to go down to Topeka, Kansas. From Topeka, Kansas, we are going to head for Dodge City, Kansas, on the other side of Kansas. And so right now we're walking home. We're going to stop by Mom and Dad's, visit with them, visit with Rosie, go home, fire up the truck, load it up, and get on their way. It's morning. Have patience with me this morning. It is morning.
Get a good picture.
Of what?
Of her. I gotta send it to. That's where we got her from.
Oh.
There's no house. He sees.
It's always great when I go to the chiropractor with the semi. We were leaving town and I looked over and there was an actual parking spot for the semi. I was like, whoo, we're gonna pull in there. Actually, I was heading down to the grocery store. I like to do that in my truck. Go to the grocery store, stock it up, and leave from there versus going down in the pickup. But I seen a parking spot by the chiropractor. I'm like, we're going in, we're going in. I pull in and she goes, was the bicycle out of commission, so now you're bringing the semi? I always bring something different down there. We got the hip all cracked and popped and pinged and moved around. It's still kind of tender, but I decided I wasn't really going to talk about that much, because it kind of seems like every time I get on here at the beginning part of a week, I'm telling you guys something is hurting, and I don't want to do that no more. Because, well, I'm too darn young to be saying that, you know what I'm saying? Miles per hour. That's what the weather app tells me the wind is blowing. That's not the wind gusts. That's 38 miles per hour sustained winds. Our temperature today is sitting right around 48 to 55 degrees. I think they're calling for a high. We're going to be heading south, so I do suspect it's going to get warmer. This wind is going to be brutal. We're going to be heading straight into this wind, which is way better than a side wind, but we're talking like 3 miles per gallon kind of wind. Okay, I shouldn't be whining about the wind. I should stop now. We're heading north, so the wind is to our backs, and we don't have a trailer by no means. But you know, at some point, that load ahead of us had to have headed south or a side wind. I've never pulled an oversized load like that. I've pulled some kind of cell tower before on a step deck, but I've never pulled something like that. And that, yeah, I'm not gonna whine about the, I'm gonna whine about the wind still, just to let you know, because that's what I do. But could you imagine pulling that puppy? Ooh, that'd be kind of brutal. Well, that's kind of cool. What you up to, girl? Where you heading to? Where you off to? I'm just trying to get across this fence. Poor young lady. You're gonna have to fly. That's a tall fence. You never know what you're gonna see when you get to the yard. We've seen deer before. We've seen turkey. Ooh, she's gonna get through now. She's gonna have to fly. Or she's gonna have to go down to the other end. We're hooking up. Ooh. Come on. Come on. Aye. Aye. Click. Not too bad, right? Opie, check it out, man. We not only have a shiny hiney, look at that, beautiful shiny, but our trailer, it makes wide turns too. Do you really think there needs to be a sign that says caution wide turns? I mean, is there people out there that think trucks can't make wide turns? Let me rephrase that. Is there people out there that really think trucks don't make wide turns? It's just a dumb sticker. The other sticker that I don't like on the back of trailers is, well, I won't get into it. But yeah, people are that dumb. They're pulled up right beside a truck and be like, oh, he can turn just like I do in a car. No, 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 no. Trucks need room, I promise. We will hit you. Dude! You were standing right over here. Why didn't you catch this? I had to run. Do you know how uncomfortable it is for a very hefty man to run? You need to do more of it, Dad. I know. Alright, these tandems are up way too far. Way too far. Okay. Ay caramba! There it is. Ouch. Okay, I sometimes forget not everybody drives a truck. These tandems, they help me move weight around. With them being up this far, they're taking a lot of weight off the back of my truck. As I move these tandems back, those are tandems, as I move them back, they will put weight onto my truck. That's what we're gonna do right now. I'm just gonna slide these back, not far. We're gonna center up that axle right there with that 40-foot mark right there. And then I think we'll be just right. Once I learn how to talk. We have 25,000 pounds of liver on board. I don't know what kind of liver, it just says liver. I think I already told you where we're going with it. How'd we do? Yeah, we just need to pull ahead a little bit more. Then we're good. It's kind of a crapshoot. Sometimes you can get it first time, sometimes it takes you 2 times. That poor hen, she's up there trying to find a way over the fence. She's either got to fly or she's got to walk down here to the other end of it to get over. Okay, so we have some more running to do before we can say we are truck driving. We gotta make sure the trailer stays on board. I'm gonna check those tandems. Something tells me they slid a long ways further back than what I wanted them to. Yeah, you slid back further than what I wanted to. We'll make that work though. We're not gonna worry too much. There she went. She flew over the fence. Like I was saying before the trailer tried ripping my truck in half, we're just going to make a couple more stops. We need to stop here in town to the people who do my paperwork for IFTA, licensing, all that kind of stuff. We need to stop there and drop off receipts. Then we need to stop in Ottawa, take care of something real quick. We need to stop and get fuel. Then we can call ourselves truck drivers. Right now we're just running errands. Once we get done with those 3 things, then we're driving a truck. There we go. We got stop 6 completed. Yeah, you still need to put groceries away. Yeah. The hot dogs and the burritos should stay good for a little bit longer. I wouldn't try it. He's right. I should put groceries away quick. We got stop 6 done. We have 2 more stops, and then we can start trucking. We sort of are trucking. We got a trailer behind us at least. That's a plus. Dude, you almost forgot. I'm gonna show him. Look how clean my refrigerator is. I cleaned it all up nice and spotless. Dad, you're silly. I know. This is a slide-in refrigerator. It is not a cooler. Not a cooler at all. If it unplugs, it will not keep your stuff cool for a long time. It is a refrigerator. It can go all the way down to, I think this one can go down to -14. Is it -14 or -10? I usually keep it set around 28 to 35. It matters what I have in it. We're gonna have burritos in it, and Lunchables, and hot dogs, a little bit of soda pop. Anything else? Ketchup and mustard. Yep, ketchup and mustard. Now usually the big compartment is supposed to be considered the freezer, and the lower little compartment is supposed to be considered the refrigerator. Usually I just use them both as a refrigerator, but I have an ice pack that I need to keep kind of chilly, and so we're going to use the whole thing as a freezer. Our cottage cheese and our condiments and our soda might get a little cool, but I'm not going to freeze them solid. I'm just going to turn it down to like 20 degrees just to keep things really cool. I love this thing. It's a Joy Tutus. I was supposed to get a refrigerator, another refrigerator to do a review on, and I still might, so I'm not going to cuss them too much. Probably one of the most difficult companies to ever deal with, and if I ever get their product, I will say it in their review, but I'm going to wait to see if I get their product. I mean, you sign a contract and then they change the contract, and then they wanted, it's an $800 fridge, guys. I got a $2,000 bike with a whim, and I think I'm going to get another bike to do a review on. Then I can have 2 e-bikes. I kind of like it. $725 lemonade. I think it'll taste appropriately. Not too sweet, not too bitter. We've only been on the interstate probably for about 10-15 miles here. First laugh there, she's getting a pretty good workout. I mean, she's still got more to go, but holy smokes. Did I say it's kind of breezy today? I think I said it was kind of breezy. It's because it is kind of breezy. This is our last stop. We figured it up. What do we got? 4, 5, 6, 7. I think we had 7 or 8 stops before we even started driving the truck today. Yeah, I'm pretty confident we had that many. It hurts when I count though, so I could be wrong. We'll just call this a video worth of stops, because that seems like what we're doing the whole time. All those stops I made in the truck, that was me getting out, going and doing something, getting right back in. But that wasn't me letting the German out and do his thing. So I'm going to let him out. We're running around here at the rest area. And once he finishes up getting his exercise in, then, well, it's actually my exercise too. My chiropractor reiterated it with me. She goes, Kurt, every 2 hours you need to stop. Every 2 hours. And then you need to get out, walk around your truck, even if it's one walk around, and then get back underway. Like, yeah, I can do that. So I talked to that guy pulling that grain wagon on the radio. I said, man, that's got to be hell pulling that thing in this wind. He says it's just like pulling a parachute. I was telling him, yeah, I've been watching your passenger side trailer tires there. They were getting airborne, or not airborne, but they were getting really light. And he was pulling off at the same exit I was. The way it sounded, I think he's going to park it and call it a day. That has to be torture pulling that in this wind. Just torture. Because those things realistically aren't as heavy as what a person thinks. And then you add on top of it, it's wide open. I don't think that thing was tarped. That looks brutal, flat out brutal. Well, 2 hours happens a lot faster than what you would think. We're going to make it to Auburn, Nebraska. We're going to pull off there, let the German run around there, and I'm going to walk myself, of course. I originally thought 2 hours. Oh yeah, I can stop every 2 hours. Turns out, you know, we usually stop every 125, 150 miles. 2 hours is a lot sooner than that. may or may not have made a mistake. We usually don't stop here in Auburn, Nebraska during daylight hours. There's a lot of people here, so Opie is on a leash. Don't worry, he won't kill you if he sees you. He just doesn't like people. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get back out here on the Highway 75. It's kind of a busy time, and we're way off the road. Don't worry, the camera makes those trucks look a little bit closer as we were recording them going past us. Whew. It's a busy highway this time of day. Well, I can clearly sit here and tell you guys, man, this is miserable trucking. This is just flat out miserable. And it is miserable. But could you imagine? I mean, to you guys that haul the oversized loads, that's miserable trucking right now. I mean, with the wind blowing the way it is, gosh, that's just not pleasant. Now, once we get down here to Topeka, Kansas, and we unload this load that's in the trailer, actually we'll drop it off and we will grab an empty trailer if they have one. Then we got to drive 250 miles across Kansas, fully unloaded. Then that will truly be miserable. But at that time, I think Kurt might take a little break, catch up on some YouTube stuff, do some paperwork, because at some point tonight the wind is supposed to drop down into the teens with maybe like a 20-25 mile per hour gust. And it just kind of dawned on me, I'm at a city park walking around with a camera and there's children playing everywhere. Us disgusting old truck drivers, you never know what we're doing. I better record my dog for a little bit. Water it. There I go. Wash that garbage can off. Let them know you were here. That's the way to do it. What an awesome place. If you guys haven't been to this memorial and you're new to my channel, come check it out. Auburn, Nebraska. Man, it's just an awesome memorial. If you guys aren't new to the channel, I'm sorry, but here we're going to walk over here and show some of the new subscribers this beautiful memorial that they do have here. That last one right there, I don't care if you've been in the services or not, that was a tearjerker. Like I said, darn nice memorial. I think it shows a lot of respect to people that don't get enough respect. And even if you do get enough respect, it just doesn't seem like it, does it? You get plenty of respect from this truck driver and from this family of mine. Thank you for your services. I'm not 100% sure, oh, but I think I just heard somebody yell out your name out their pickup window. Do you have somebody here in Auburn, Nebraska that likes you? I'm sure you do. Yes. But I'm pretty sure I did hear somebody yell out your window, or yell out their window. Yes, Opie. That was your name we heard get called out. I could have swore it was. Once again, forgot to ask your name. I do apologize. I wouldn't remember anyway, right? You guys got me figured out. Ran into a subscriber. Dad? Uber Dad? I need some more hats. Hats or something. I restocked on stickers. I run into a lot of you guys, and if you see me out here, man, don't be shy. If I'm parked and I don't come up to the windows, it's probably because I'm sleeping, but if I'm running around, don't be shy. I love meeting my subscribers, I truly do. But yeah, I need some more hats, Dad. I'm whittled down. I got my favorite hat left. I haven't worn it yet, but I'm almost about ready to start wearing it, but I'm not going to wear it. We got a long week just in case I run into one of you guys. Cool. Cool. Thanks for watching the videos. Appreciate it. Even better, you're a vet. Thank you for your service. got anything to say? Yeah, you covered it. But this bag of bread over here, it's not gonna work, man. It's not gonna work at all. It's taking up some of my bed space. There's donuts in there. There's what in there? I sure am glad that I fixed the radio. Well, I still haven't fixed my Striker radio. I know some of you have been asking if the Striker radio is going to be coming back, the CB. Yes, it is going to be coming back. I just need to put new finals in it. But I sure am glad that I fixed it because, well, I've talked to a few people on the radio today. Earlier up on Interstate 29, not too far from the city, I spoke with a subscriber. The way it sounded, well, I'm running day shift today. I usually don't run day shift. So, well, I'm able to run into people. And then I talked to, well, that one oversized load for a little bit. And then that last oversized load that I recorded, we were going through Holton, Kansas, by the way. He was a subscriber of ours. And I don't know if my radio was coming across quite right or not, but man, I was telling you across the radio, I was having mercy on you. Winds like this today, actually they've gone down a little bit since we've gotten in here to Topeka, but winds like this, I couldn't imagine. I don't want to imagine. That's why once we kick this trailer off, we are going to go over and grab another one, find a hole to hide ourselves in for just a little bit. Once that sun goes down, they are saying the wind is going to go down, and I think I said that earlier, so we'll approach it then. But either I run into you in person or I talk to you on the CB. It's darn nice talking to you guys. You make a guy feel darn good. Let's just put it that way. Well, they must have really needed this trailer. We backed it into their dock, They usually unload it pretty quick from there. Well, actually, I don't know how long it takes them, but they're unloaded straight from there. The good part about, if you caught the last video when we were down here, I was talking about how they moved our empty trailers over to another part of the plant. The good part about it is, well, in this case, the good part is I don't have to drive on any, well, it'd be dirt because there's no mud right now. And when I get here, I can actually see that there is an empty trailer over there. That's the plus side of this. The downside is that I'm at the guard's mercy to let me out of here, I think. I think there's a button, though. Last time I was here, they told me that there was a button on the side of this gate that I could get out of here without relying on the guard. But I've also been wrong before. That is a new gate with a whole new control box. So maybe at one time there was a button that could get me out of here. The guard check just has to look up at the camera to see that I'm here. And with phones nowadays, you don't know how often cameras get looked at. The load we're going to Dodge City for is a refrigerated load. It's another drop in a hook, but they do make sure the refrigerator works before you drop it off. So we were just making sure the refrigerator works before we took it. And they also like it when the fuel tank is above 3/4. 3/4 or above. This one's sitting at full, so we're a-okay there. We're going to leave our tandem slid all the way to the back. Because yes, the wind is supposed to go down a little bit later as the sun goes down, but even blowing 15 to 20 miles per hour, it's still kind of an unpleasant wind. So with those tandems all the way back, gives me a better chance of keeping this trailer on the ground. Now a lot of people think that those, I guess you could call them skirts, make a big difference. No, they don't. And actually in the wind they make things 100 times worse. Some people also think if you slide your tandems all the way to the front of the trailer with those skirts on it, you have a better chance of being more aerodynamic. No, it doesn't. Those skirts are just a government thing where they think they add fuel economy. They don't change anything. Small little Sinclair gas station off of Interstate 70. We're going to jump onto the 2 lanes now. We have probably about 137 miles left till we get to Dodge City, Kansas. The weather has, or the wind has gone down. It's still blowing, but you know what? It's a doable blow. Let's rephrase that. It's a doable wind. It's sustainable. You don't have to put up with the trailer sitting here going like this or rocking back and forth. So we're coming off pretty good here. Other than there's a truck behind me. He's going to pull in to the complete opposite thing, wrong thing. Oh, no. Hey, look at that. He didn't hit anything. I thought for sure he was going to take that corner out over there. You could hear it coming. All right, so we're going to jump back in the truck. We're going to finish this trip up to Dodge City. Once we get there, we are going to drop this trailer off, hopefully pick up our full trailer, and then we are going to proceed probably another 3-4 miles out of town. And there's a couple pull-offs up there that I like to sleep at, so we will probably call that home. So by the time we get up there, it'll be a solid, probably about 600 miles today. And with the wind, that's enough. I just do not think that I am skinny enough to fit between those trailers. Luckily though, we were able to drop our empty trailer, and the loaded trailer is loaded. We're under it. That's the trailer that I cannot fit in between. What we're doing right now is we're going to let the whole system air up. I got the trailer airing up, and I have a tall truck. So a lot of times when I back under these, I can go ahead and lift it up high enough to get the landing gear up just high enough to where I can pull ahead. If that doesn't work out too well, we have a shag driver that's backing in right beside us here, and he's hooking onto the trailer right beside us, which is really skeptical. It's been one of those nights, every time I grab the camera, another truck is right there, and I get really nervous because they start circling me. This is going to work out quite nicely. He's going to take that trailer that's right beside us, so I don't even need to worry about the landing gear airing up, the trailer airing up. We can just crank it up like normal now. Hats off to him, man. Hats off. Woo, baby. I thought the wing was going to catch the mirror. He did good. Easy enough. We had to set the temperature on the reefer down to 20. It was on 28 degrees, so they made me sit around and wait, because when it's on 28, it fluctuates up and down, and it went up to 33, and they said it had to be at 30 before I could leave. Took about 3-4 minutes and it was down to 30. We're gonna go about 3 miles out of town here to a nice little pull-off you guys have seen me sleep at before. We're gonna run up there. We're gonna let the German run around. Yeah, he needs to go run around some, and then we're gonna go to bed up there. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you have not yet, please subscribe. Other than that, you guys stay safe, and I'll see you next time.